Well, welcome back to another Coffee and a Chat Mother's Day edition. Yeah, those of you who've been with me for a while know I'm not too crazy about Mother's Day. It's getting better. So first, let me say this. To those of you who love Mother's Day, happy Mother's Day. I hope you have an awesome day today. I hope that your families celebrate you the way you deserve to be celebrated, and that you just have a wonderful day, and that when you lay down to go to sleep tonight, your heart is full and satisfied, and you just look back on the day as, wow, that was awesome. Okay? And I mean that sincerely. I really do. Now, to the moms that Mother's Day isn't quite like that. It's a time of loss, of grieving great loss. I want you to know I get it. I get it. For a lot of years, Mother's Day has been very difficult for me, and I have grieved the loss, much loss in my life. Now, it's getting better, so I can maybe give you that hope that after many, many years, it is getting better. But the loss is still there, you know? And I want to say, too, because I've not been big on celebrating Mother's Day for a lot of years now. It started getting better last year. But I would never reject anything from my family wishing me a happy Mother's Day, or telling me they love me, or a gift of appreciation, or anything like that. Never reject that. It's not like that. What's been difficult, and what I think that a lot of people find difficult, is when you go out. And for me, Mother's Day means going to church. And there's, usually this big acknowledgement, and, and fussing over the moms and wanting them to all stand and be recognized, and getting, applause, and telling us all how appreciated we are and how wonderful we are. And then, like at our church, then there's always, some kind of Mother's Day gift that they're handing out, or gift baskets or whatever. And I just found that in the rawness of my grief, that was really hard. And I didn't want to stand and be recognized. And all these wonderful things they were saying, and, and all, just really didn't seem to apply to my situation. And I just found myself just hurting through that I couldn't just sit through it or push through the day. It was very painful for me. But I'd still try to go to church on Mother's Day. I would tell Marvin, I really don't even want to go. When it would come around each year, I really don't want to go. But I tried to keep going. And because that seemed like that was the right thing to do. Well, then it got to a point where it got really bad. Really bad. I mean, we added to it my mom dying and some other things that happened. And it was very, very painful. And I just found it difficult to get through the day. And so I thought, I'm just going to kind of hang back, lay low. So when they wanted all the moms to stand, I just sat there and I applauded them and everything. And Marvin was very supportive. Wasn't like, hey, why aren't you stand? He knew, he understood. And then when they wanted people to come up and get their gifts, I didn't go up to get a gift. I didn't want anything like that, because for me, it wasn't that kind of a celebration. It was like rubbing salt in the wound. That's just being honest. And whether people agree or not, I don't even really care. I'm telling you, that's how it was for me. And so the last time I went to church for Mother's Day was because I would still, people would want to hunt me down. Hey, you didn't get your gift or whatever. And, because I try to get out, and I'd tell Marvin, let's leave early. And then I don't have to go through that. So we tried that. But still, somebody chase you out of the church, make a big deal about it. Well, the last time I had gone, that became the last time I went on Mother's Day, was the person who'd done the gift baskets shamed me and tried to guilt me. And, I went to all this trouble making these gift baskets and you don't even want one. And I mean, there's even scriptures in there. What, you don't want scriptures? You don't like God anymore? You don't want the Bible? And it just, to where I finally was like, give me the gift basket so I can go home so we can bring it into this. And when I got in the car, in tears, because I was trying to explain to this woman, it's not that I don't want your gift basket. It's not that I don't like God or scripture at all. But this is painful for me. And doing all this other stuff just adds to that pain. And I just want peace and quiet. I just want to try to survive the day and get through it. I don't want all this attention and recognition and, anyway, it was very difficult. And so I was even in tears, but it's like she could not get past that she wanted everybody to take a gift basket. And, even if you're not a mom, you can have a gift basket. And she just wanted everybody to celebrate, I guess, her gift baskets. I don't know. So I ended up taking one, getting in the car, and saying, I'm not doing this anymore. On Mother's Day, I'm not going to church. That's my new tradition. And that became my tradition until last year was the first time I went to church on Mother's Day in a long while. And it was because one of our daughters was here. And she wanted to go and everything. And it was funny because I was like, okay, I can do this. And I can even, whatever they're giving out for gifts, I can just be gracious and take it and just, it's okay. If people don't understand my pain, it's my pain. And it's getting better. I can push through this. And then they only gave gifts out to certain people. So if they called your name, you were supposed to come get your gifts. So that was it. And so I was like, because of course my name wasn't called because I had quit coming on Mother's Day. And then our daughter, she was like, but I wanted a gift. So we're like, fine, we'll go, we'd already done something for her for Mother's Day, but it's like, okay, we'll go do, something special for you for Mother's Day in addition to what we were going to do anyway. And it was just kind of funny. For me, it was kind of like, hey, I like this, but for her, not so much. So anyway, this year's a lot better, and things in my circumstances have gotten a little better, and and it's been a few more years since my mom passed, because Mother's Day was already hard for me, and then my mom passing away just added to that, that especially that first Mother's Day without her, my heart hurts so bad. And so today, even though things are getting better for me and, and Mother's Day, whatever, I can deal with it now. But I don't want to ever forget what that's like to be the mom that doesn't feel like celebrating Mother's Day. Whatever the pain and loss is, there's a lot of women out there that are like that. And so I want to remember that, and I want to be sensitive to that. So to you, okay, if you're having a difficult Mother's Day, if it is a day of grieving and loss, I understand. And you know what? It's okay. You're not doing anything wrong. You're not failing. You're not no good. You're not a loser. I'm trying to think of the different things that people said to me over the years. It's okay. Sometimes we're in pain. Sometimes we need to grieve, and it's actually healthy. God created us to feel pain. He created us with the ability, of feeling that pain and grieving. And whatever that grieving looks like, to work through that pain. And that's where we grow and get stronger and get better. So it's okay. You're not a weirdo. You're not. You are okay. And I send you a hug because I know what it is to be in that place, and I don't want to ever forget. Not that I want to be in that place for my whole entire life, but I don't want to forget, okay? You hear me? And that's the thing too. I want to hear you. When you're in pain, I want to be able to hear your pain and not be so caught up in my agenda that I can't hear that. See, that was what was really sad about that last time, is that woman, even though the tears were flowing down my cheeks, she could not grasp hold of the fact that I was in tremendous pain. The best thing she could have done for me was just say, you know what, I'm sorry. I didn't know it was so bad for you. So can I give you a hug and tell you I love you? And if you want to talk, I'll listen. And if you don't want to talk, I'll leave you be and let you have your quiet. Because there are so many things that can be going on in a person that we don't even understand. I know this Mother's Day today that a sweet, precious friend of mine, it's her first Mother's Day without her mom. It's going to be hard. Even though I know her kids are going to celebrate her and her husband's going to celebrate her, she has a wonderful family. But it will not take away the pain of the loss of her mom. Might be a little challenging for her today. I get it. I have several friends who have had problems even being able to get pregnant or being able to carry those pregnancies, and they don't have a baby in their arms today because that baby didn't make it. It's a hard day. That's a lot of pain. I understand. I get it. Sometimes we just need to be loving and sensitive to each other and not think that everybody else needs to feel the same way we do. Just because we're having fun and celebrating something doesn't mean they have to. Honestly, you guys, Mother's Day, Father's Day, Valentine's Day, all these days were created by greeting card companies and candy companies and flower companies, to sell product. It isn't even like they become so sacred. It's not. It's just another day that somebody created to be something else so that they can make money. Well, you know what? We don't need to profit in any way off of somebody else's pain. So those of you that are in pain today, big hug from me. And you just do what you need to do today. It's okay. If you don't want to go to church and go through all that, you don't have to. There's nothing wrong with that. If you want to stay home alone and just cry, go ahead. Tell your family, I'll see you after church, but I'm staying home. I need to be alone today. I just need a little time. And they should honor that. So when Father's Day comes around, let me tell you, there's a lot of guys that struggle with Father's Day. We have our stuff, and it's okay to have your stuff, to work through your stuff, to be in pain, all of it. No shame, okay? So I love you guys. I just wanted to do that quick thing there. I think I probably did something like this last year on Mother's Day too, because Mother's Day, yeah, when I was a new mom and had these little kids and stuff, not that there was ever like this huge celebration of Mother's Day for me like some women get. But, I loved, my kids bring in, they'd go to Sunday school and make, their handprint or something and say, I love you, Happy Mother's Day, somebody'd write on it from them or whatever. And I kept all those things. I loved them. And it was fun, doing Mother's Day and all. But then things happen in life. And then Mother's Day wasn't fun. And that's okay too, right? And so since that, it's like I want to remember that it can be painful for some people because I don't know. I may have been like that one woman. I maybe have pushed stuff on people on Mother's Day. A lot of churches I was in, it was my responsibility to hand out the Mother's Day gifts. And there was always women who were like, I really, even if it was just a carnation or a rose we were handing out, they would be like, I really just, it's not like that for me, and I really don't want that. And I hope that I was sensitive and knew that and understood that, even though I was having lots of fun with my little kids. We don't want to overlook somebody else's pain. We don't want to try to make it all okay because we're uncomfortable with their pain. There's a lot of people that are suffering loss. There are, I know, 2 or 3 men that this is going to be their first Mother's Day without their wife. It's going to be, I mean, not that people celebrate the men on Mother's Day, but it's going to be a hard day for them because she's not here. It's going to be a hard day for her kids. Yeah. So to those of you having a hard day, I love you. Those of you having a great day, I love you. We're all wherever it is that we're at in the process of things, and we need to honor and respect it. All right, now I'm going to go because I need to do something. And you've got a day to get on with, however your day is going to be. I love you guys. I'll talk to you again real soon.